Hello! Today we are making plant-based sushi. I guess you could use this method to make any kind of sushi, but I'll be making a completely whole food plant-based sushi today. So the first thing I'm using is some nori. And so this came in a box. You can see it's all wrapped up. You can buy this one. I prefer to buy it in sheets, flat sheets, but we couldn't find them in the store today. And so these are kind of rolled, which is fine. It'll just make it a little bit easier to roll. So inside my sushi, I'm going to have rice. I have two kinds of rice here. I wanted to show you the difference. We have a basmati rice and we have a sushi rice. The sushi rice, I don't know if you can tell in here, is very sticky. And then the basmati rice is also very sticky. I added apple cider vinegar to this, and that helps as well with the stickiness. Now, as far as nutrition goes, basmati is much better for you than the sushi rice. Sushi rice is polished and sometimes bleached, and it's going to cause some sugar fluctuations. So you have to watch if you have problems with sugar. You may not want to have sushi rice. You might want to try a different kind of rice. You could use any kind of grain, or you could even roll it without any rice. It's a little bit harder to keep the vegetables and things in there, but you can do it. I've made some with quinoa. You can make it with millet. Any of those. So inside our sushi, we are going to have tofu, carrots, green onions, sweet potatoes, cucumber, and red bell pepper. And I forgot my avocado, but when I'm ready for it, someone's going to hand me that sliced avocado, I'm sure. I'll give you a plate if you will slice that avocado up for me. Okay, so I have my nori, which is just seaweed, very high in iodine. I'm going to lay it down. I'm going to put it the other way so that I can spread my rice on it. I'm going to use the basmati rice. 1 scoop on there. And I have some water nearby. That'll help me spread it. Keep it from sticking to my hand so bad. I also have a wet towel nearby. So you will need a little dish of water and a sharp knife to cut it with, or you could eat it like a burrito. Nori is kind of hard to bite into sometimes though, and so you may want to cut it into bite-sized pieces. Okay, so the main thing you want to do is make sure on each side you want the rice to go all the way to the end, but on the top and the bottom you need to leave a gap so that you can kind of seal it. And so I'm going to press a little bit more. Don't want too much rice. Will be very filling. And voila, my avocado has magically appeared. Okay, so you can pick whatever you want. Now, we should have sliced the tofu long. You can see how all of our pieces are long. We have the cucumber and the bell pepper and the carrot, and they're all kind of long. I'm going to go across the nori horizontally. I usually just do one of each, a single layer across. I'm not putting it at the bottom, just close to the bottom. And it's okay, some things overlap. My sweet potatoes are roasted like sweet potato fries. I love the flavor of sweet potatoes in my sushi. And I have the green onion and carrot. And my red onion is really kind of orange, and so this is going to be kind of an orange looking sushi. And my avocado. See if I can get some slender pieces in here. Slice a little bit more. There we go. Now I'm going to wipe my fingers off and roll it up. So I'm rolling as tight as I can. I'm kind of gripping as I roll. And you can see it starts to come out the sides there a little bit. So I'm going to keep coming up. And then I've got my water. I'm going to use it kind of like glue and rub across. And then I'm going to roll over that seam. Push it in, roll over. So this is a strange knife. You could use any kind of knife. but I like this one for my sushi. And I want about 1-inch pieces. And so this first one is going to be a little hard to cut. I'm sawing a little bit, and then let me get a plate to put them on. Here we go. And there is our sushi. So let me do one more and show you another way you can do it. So sometimes when you go and eat at a sushi restaurant, they have the rice on the outside and the seeds on the outside, and it looks so fancy. And so we're going to do that way. So do another scoop of rice. If I can get, see, this is why I like the flat sheets instead of folded. Put my rice down, wet my fingers. And push it across and over to the ends. Looks like I'm on a little bit more rice. The first set of rolls, the rice was a little bit thicker than I want, which is fine. It'll be very filling. Now, if you are a vegetarian, you could use some smoked salmon. But it's delicious with just the vegetables. Okay, so that is all I'm going to do. Maybe I need to go to the edge. All right. A little bit more. Let me wipe my fingers off. Now I'm going to sprinkle some sesame seeds. It's not going to be as noticeable. My sesame seeds are white, but it'd be really pretty with some black sesame seeds. We've even made it with Rice Krispies to give it a crispy edge on the outside. So I'm just going to put a thin layer here. And I'm going to set my sushi down in the sesame seeds. And now I'm going to put my filling inside. So first, this time I'm going to put tofu in. So I have tofu going across. It was long. I'm kind of worried about cutting this one, but we'll see what happens. All right, carrots and green onions. Cucumbers, sweet potatoes. And red bell pepper. And this one's going to be a supersized one. Some avocado again. Let me cut it again. Just so I have the thin strips. All right. And once again, I'm going to roll it up really tight. Wipe my hands off. Maybe I want to go this way. Put my filling back in. It's kind of sealing on its own because it's sticking to that rice that's right there. And here we go. So this one's kind of fat. We'll see what happens when I cut into it. Do need a very sharp knife. Now these two end pieces, I'm not quite sure about how to cut them to make them look pretty. But here we go. Here is our sushi. Some of our filling is falling out. It's kind of hard to hold it in. I guess I didn't squeeze it quite hard enough, but you get the picture. And here is our sushi with the rice on the outside and our sushi with the rice on the inside. Enjoy!